So, guys, probably by now you have already watched in one or another social media what happened to the Oscars. And of course, myself included, I just woke up and I realized that Will Smith just went on stage and slapped Chris Rock because he made a joke about his wife. I mean, honestly, the raw emotion right now, I just feel sorry for Will Smith. I really am. Because then afterwards, he went on to win the Oscar for Best Actor. And somehow you cannot help but feel that he stained that moment. Doesn't matter if you are on Will's side or Chris Rock's side, it doesn't matter. But it just will take time to see how this will go down in terms of history. It could be infamous or famous or never forgotten. We don't know. Personally, I feel a little sad because you have to consider that Chris Rock is a comedian, right? It didn't come out the word. He's a comedian. He has that job because he has to entertain the audience and he has to offer some lines to entertain both the audience in the building and at home. So, alopecia androgenetica, it's not the end of the world. Majority of men go through it. They start to lose hair at even a young age. It's not let's say, a big deal in the way that, it's not deadly or anything. It's a condition that millions and millions of men go through. So, I can understand that perhaps knowing what your wife is going through, maybe you take her side and doesn't sit well with you. But then again, it's just a joke. It just goes. 3 seconds is passed, you move on to the next thing, and that's it. And he could have enjoyed the winning with such more grace. And this showcases also how incredibly weird this world is. Like, depending who you are, things just keep moving on. I mean, if just a random person went on stage and tried to slap Chris Rock, security would have kicked in and escorted the person out with legal repercussions. And in this case, because the star power was really high, nothing happened. And of course, I saw some clips of the show anyway, moving on. And it makes me feel like I'm in some kind of weird reality here, like what on earth is happening? And there could be legal repercussion. I mean, if Chris Rock chooses to sue Will Smith, it's possible. There is evidence right there. So he will lose 100%. It will cost him money. Most likely, Chris Rock is not going to do it. Actually, I think he handled himself really well. And again, I can understand a joke doesn't sit well with you. I really like Will Smith. But it seems like also you really see that there are other things going on, like emotions at play that just are so high, revving in the mind that all of a sudden, in a moment of vulnerability like this, in a moment of pressure, of confrontation, perhaps he cared a lot about the Oscar, and all of a sudden, bam, you handle something not the right way, So you could argue that because I understand both camps. I understand the camps that kind of are on Will's side, like, hey, he defended his wife. Yes, but at the same time, you don't assault people like that. It's especially on live TV, because one thing is that you are on the street and you throw hands, and one thing is that people are watching you from around the world while you're doing it. I mean, there is all kinds of other legal repercussions. So I don't think it was very wise, honestly, to do so. And so I understand both camps, but oh man, sometimes it's just I know the roasting doesn't always sit well. I can totally get that. But it's just 10 seconds, just breathe it in, breathe it out. The guy just had the time to walk on stage thinking of what he had to do. I just don't get it. With all the respect for Will Smith, I just don't get it. Just sit down, man. And also the shouting afterwards, sit down, keep your grace. You're such a beloved figure for cinema, and you just like 10 seconds after the slap, you just managed to potentially ruin your legacy, for something so stupid. I mean, I really feel it's a pity, really. But we'll see what happens. Like for a moment, I really hope that was all staged because nobody cares about watching the Oscars. So I thought, okay, maybe this is staged to sauce it up a little because this thing is gonna go wild today, like never, nothing this year, nothing. It's just gonna go crazy with comedy, with all kinds of jokes and all kinds of things, or from all camps, from all social medias, 100%. So. I wanted to share my raw reaction to this, to see also what a strange world we live in. Really, it really feels like sometimes some kind of weird simulation. And also showcases people are people. You see, those are people with hundreds of millions of dollars. They have great careers, and somehow still they're subjected to, emotions like we all are. Of course, I'm not surprised by that, but this is a reminder of it, It doesn't matter the stage, you're just another person that one moment cannot handle shit very well. And this is exactly what happened. In another moment, perhaps Will Smith would have just sat down and just go through the jokes, because that's what he did afterwards. So I'm pretty sure he probably regrets this. He probably regrets it. And what are you going to do? Guys, let me know what you think about this. Let me know your thoughts about it. And always spread love. That's all I can say. Always spread love. Doesn't matter what level you are in terms of money or status. Always spread love. It's always the better thing to do. Take care of yourself. Ciao.